Welcome back to the 2025 Magic City Games Qualifier. We are here live from Pivot Fitness. This is week 2, Lewin. It's great to be here.
It is incredible to be here, Michael. Week 2, 25.2. Hey, listen, last week we had a really energetic room at CrossFit Huntsville.
Are they going to be able to get it? Are they going to be able to do
it?
it?
But I tell you,
I don't know.
I think Pivot's going to bring it. What do you guys think?
I agree. Man. Well, Lewin, we got a lot in store for 25.2, but before we get back to that, we want to rewind and look at our top performers from week 1.
Man, we had some incredible top performers from week 1, especially this gentleman, Josh Felix, putting up an incredible score in 24.1B. This guy goes strict handstand push-ups, right? Decides to go strict hand push-ups, ultimately making a smooth transition for all his inverted work and pulling up a top score right now, unofficially, of 13.16. So just an incredible time as we got to see him methodically work on the wall walks, go through all those pieces, making it just look effortlessly sub 14, Micah.
Well, and for our ladies here, we have Carrie Maley with an unofficial time of 13.10. Lewin, really same song, different dance.
Yeah.
And the key here was just moving efficiently on the handstand push-ups. I mean, look, Carrie's like a piston right there. She was absolutely crushing that. Incredible time there for the ladies. And look, the difference in the end was, in fact, what we said on the live show last week. It's going to be that shoulder endurance on the last 9.63 of the wall walks. And Carrie, I think, shows us that that's most definitely the case.
Now, we've been talking about 25.1 B scores. Don't forget that there was an A score.
That's right.
A separate row piece that was a buy-in, which was 1,000 meter and 800 meter, respectively. What do you think?
I don't look, man. There was a lot of hate in the DMs. This is an equal score, and I'm like, look, guys, if you're DMing us about that, it's probably because you rode slow. So some people called it a trap. Some people called it unfair. I called it an opportunity to earn some points. And 25.1A goes to Jacob Staller at 311.
Man.
And Sydney Pollock at 244. Of course, unofficially. But let's look at our current 25.1 standings, Lewin. What do we got?
25.1 standings are going to show. You guys are going to see this is the unofficial leaderboard, right? We're still waiting on some scores to come in, but if you see a name on there that you love, make sure to give them a shout out. I see our resident demo person, Heath Garrett, in the men's 8th place there, an official sponsored by Jocko Athlete is Heath Garrett.
Yeah, Jocko Fuel, Heath Garrett. So we really appreciate our resident demo team there, but we're right on the cusp of 25.2, but before we get into that, I think the Pivot people want to hear from their leader. Do you guys want to hear from Jeremy? Yeah?
Where's Jeremy? Bring on Jeremy.
Yeah. I think we need to bring him on. Have
a seat, brother. Thank you, sir.
Man, you guys have an electric community here.
Thank you very much.
Jeremy, it's been incredible. It's been a long time coming. We've been talking about running this event here. Really excited. I'd love to know, give the people at home just a glimpse on what it's been like building up to this week. You know, what it's been like for you, your staff, your community, as you guys got to see 25.1 go down last week.
Yep.
And then just know that you guys are ready and just get set for tonight. What's this week been?
So I think that anyone who is in the CrossFit community the last 4 weeks or 5 weeks has been an absolute just mad dash. So this week, getting ready for everything after all that, it's been great though. Everybody's been excited about it, and then of course we had a plan. That plan had to change a little bit. We're still excited though. It's still going to be a good show. So we're still excited. We're everybody's here. We're all going to have a great time, and you know, it's just we're thankful for you guys and you promoting of the Magic City fitness community, and that's the really important thing, and that's why we're all here in the first place.
Man, it's our pleasure to be here. We're just really, really thankful for the hospitality. One other thing that I'd like to ask you is, you know, I love asking this question. What is it that makes Pivot so special to you? What is it that makes you guys unique?
These people. This is what makes Pivot so special. The first time that I ever walked in this gym, it felt comfortable and it felt like home, and everybody was so inviting. Yeah. So to me, that is the main thing. We could talk about performance. We could talk about having a games champion, but the real secret sauce is all these people here.
That's incredible, man. One last thing, Jeremy. There are some viewers from all over, right? There's going to be some viewers here locally, in town, and probably in the Hoover area. I'd love for you to send a message to someone who, in particularly, is starting their fitness journey from day one.
Yeah.
And kind of considering maybe they're on the cusp, maybe they're a little bit nervous, a little anxious. What's a message that you would send home to them?
So it says it on our front door, the hardest step is walking through the front door, right? And so
it's incredibly true.
We can modify any workout for anyone's fitness level. We do it daily. You know, we may have a CrossFit Games athlete in the class, and we may have somebody that's never touched a barbell before. And so we have the ability to plan for anybody. We're always supportive. No one's here to judge you. We're just happy for you to be walking through the door and investing in yourself.
Jeremy, thank you so much. Guys, give it up to Jeremy, guys.
Good luck.
Man, what great people. It's really clear to me why this place works. Yeah, that's right. And look, Lewin, speaking of good people, we did a giveaway alongside our partner, Blackout Barbell, who's been here all day, slinging shirts.
Incredible.
Yeah, come on, somebody.
Incredible setup
slinging
he's got
shirts,
back there.
slinging pants, slinging shorts. Come on. And we did a joint giveaway. And what we said was, hey, look, the gym that has the most signups for the Magic City Games Qualifier is going to get $500 cash money from Magic City Games.
Not shabby.
Come on. And $250 digital gift card to spend at Blackout Barbell. And Lewin, you have the pleasure of introducing that gym.
Woo! I do. And again, this gym brought the people to the MCG qualifier. So I want to officially recognize and award that $500 and $250 gift card to none other than Firing Pin Fitness. Give it up to you guys. If you're at home watching, well deserved, guys, and thank you.
Look, thank you to all the gyms, the gym owners, the athletes. This is really our opportunity to say thank you to all of you, to all the people in the crowd tonight. And this was unscripted, but thank you to all of our team that has slaved away for 2 weeks now, night and day, have come to so many rehearsals. Thanks, guys, seriously. Thanks to our producer, Brandon, our stage manager, Kate, our judges, Emily, Chloe over there slinging shirts, Nicholas, Rundle. Look, man, we have Jana. We have the best team in the world, and I'm super grateful for all of you, so thanks for making the sacrifice the last couple of weeks. Well, Lewin, we're looking for great people.
That's right. Speaking of great people, right, this is one of many things that we try to pull off for you all, and it's a thankless job. And as you have been following us, we run also other brands as well, especially Magic City Games, our big competition experience in July. But that has grown and grown and grown, and it takes a village, Micah. Like, we're looking at over 100 volunteers. So if you want to be involved, if you're like, I want to be a judge in front, and like you said, Micah, cause a scene, or if you're thinking, that's not me, I'd rather be behind the scenes, maybe run logistics, right? We've got a space for you so that we can line up your skills with your passion.
Yeah, guys, like Lewin said, we need over 100 volunteers. So if you're at home, you're seeing this here below, you can go to magiccity.games, or a really fancy way is there's a QR code on the screen. You can either take your phone, take a picture of that, or if you're on your phone, you can just screenshot the screen, press and hold, and poof, magic happens, and you can fill out our form there. And hey, speaking of great brands, great people, we'll be back after a short message from our friends at Cahaba Cycles and Blackout Barbell.
Why do you ride? Is it the thrill of the open road, the pursuit of fitness, or is it the joy of exploring the world on two wheels?
I ride because it helps my health. It helps my mental health, and my kids love it. God, it's the best.
I think I've met the most cool people in this area riding bikes. Like, the community here is great.
I ride a lot because it's a great form of stress release for me. I'm usually doing it with friends, and then it just feels good having, the wind in your hair and stuff.
It's just so quick and accessible. You can just jump on a bike. You can be in a bad mood. You can be just feeling all out of sorts. You ride that bike, everything all right.
When I walk in, they just drop anything to help me.
They always try to fit it to however you're going to use it, right?
It's a good group of people. I mean, these guys, they like riding their bikes. They like talking to people who enjoy cycling, and it's infectious.
Because no matter why you ride, Cahaba Cycles is here to make your journey better. With the best bikes, service, and a community that shares your passion.
Some music. Let's go.
And welcome back to the announcement of 25.2. I'm now joined by, I think we should upgrade your name. I think you're above an MC now. I think you're like a sports announcer.
I'm a jack of all trades.
Jack of all
We're growing
trades.
daily in this thing. So.
Brett Reeder. And Brett and I have the opportunity of telling you a little bit about our athletes tonight and meeting them for the first time for our viewers at home. I know all of you are very acquainted and excited to get to watch them throw down. So tonight we have 5-time CrossFit Games champion, the Jason Grubb. Give it up for Jason Grubb.
The man's essentially become the face of the Masters division.
Absolutely. And then we have the professional, incredible mom, Jess Herrington, pulling triple duty. Bookkeeper, mom, coach.
Two different athletes in different places. Jessica's done things like Wadapalooza before, but mom of 3. She said her favorite tool before is Starburst gummies. And Jason's was grip. So different places, but great athletes ready to go here.
You know, what I love the most about these athletes is that Jess, on her little form here, she wrote me a little note. She said, hey, can you give me some hang power cleans and some chest bars? I mean, look, we haven't shown this, but we have a barbell out there, and I'm curious if hang power cleans.
Are you giving hints, Micah? Because
No,
Jason put that he really likes front
No, it's
squats.
too early. It's too early. I can't give hints, and then I get in trouble if I get hints. Well, I think everybody wants to know what the hell this workout is. Is that right, Pivot? We want to know what the workout. We want to know what 25.
Palpable.
Well, it's my pleasure to pass it to Mr. Lewin Wynn with the workout announcement.
Let's go. 25.2. Let's go. Let's go. Gosh, I'm excited. If you're at home, get off your chair, scoot in a little closer.
Right on.
I'm here to announce 25.2. We're going to start it off with a rep scheme of 40, 20, and 10. Right away, you're thinking, man, what is this triplet all about? We're going to start this triplet with pull-ups, chest to bar, and then finally, everyone's favorite, bar muscle ups. This is a piece where you're going to rinse and repeat AMRAP for 4 minutes. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your part A. Part B will go immediately into a little barbell action, which will be cleans, front squats into shoulder to overhead. That's right. The rep scheme here is going to be 3, 3, and 3. Another AMRAP of 6 minutes this time. 6-minute AMRAP following. The weight, let's talk about the weight. 115 and 75 respectively. So, light enough for you to hang on, just a little bit longer, heavy enough to hurt, right? But wait, there's more. This is your part B. Finally, part C has us very familiar with these 3 movements. So we're going to repeat and go with a clean, a front squat, a shoulder to overhead, as heavy as possible, complex, and you have 8 minutes to do so. Is that exciting, guys? 25.2 A is a 4-minute AMRAP of 40 pull-ups, 20 chest-to-bar pull-ups, 10 bar muscle-ups. Right into part B, a 6-minute AMRAP of 3 cleans, 3 front squats, 3 shoulder to overhead, immediately into an 8-minute window where these athletes will find a heaviest 1-rep complex of a clean anyway, a front squat, and then a shoulder to overhead. Athletes at home, good luck. Micah, bringing it back to you.
Man, I'm excited about that. And look, here's the thing. All of this, Brett's on a running clock. So it's not like you get to pause and then stop. It's just like 3, 2, 1, the clock is running.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, man. What are you most excited about seeing tonight?
I'm interested to see how they're going to mitigate between the 4-minute AMRAP and the 6-minute AMRAP. How do they play that?
Yeah.
Do they pace that a little slower on the 4 minutes to get healthy and clean for the Macho Man part?
Yeah.
Or, how do they deliver that?
Well, and the, spoiler alert here is we got 3 scores. So we've had 2 already. So we'll have 5 scores in this qualifier. So a lot of room really for some separation
Micah
here.
giving no shortage of opportunity here to get some points.
No.
In 25.2.
And you know what I think is just so underrated is like this singular modality, this dense, because that's what I love about the sport of CrossFit, right? And so what you see here is this like really dense chipper to start with, and then you go into something that's just grip it and rip it, and then everyone's favorite at the end.
It's very even test, too, from week 1 to week 2, just kind of fully encompassing what's needed to get on that leaderboard for this qualifier.
Well, speaking of how to get on that leaderboard, we'd like to present our Ivy League Playbook presented by HydroLive and your keys to success. Brett, what are we looking at here?
The first one we're going to call Chip It, Don't Rip It. And that's essentially you got 40 pull-ups as a buy-in, essentially, to your chest to bars and bar muscle-ups. So how do you break that up? How do you mitigate the damage to the first 40 to keep yourself fresh for the back end of that workout?
And look, Lewin said it best, I think, is unbroken is king. And the reality of this situation is you're going to have to hold on to that barbell. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but doing all singles in this is not going to get you a great score on the leaderboard.
You're kind of demonic to keep that so light. And number 3, patience in those PRs. You got 8 whole minutes, which is a lengthy amount of time in CrossFit terms, to come up with the rep max for that complex. How much rest do you take? Do you know yourself? Do you know your numbers? Not taking attempts that are unneeded and unnecessary.
That's right.
To reach that PR and hit that big complex today.
Well, Brett, in order to put on the show that we do, we need really great partners. And the 2025 Magic City Games is presented by the Bahakis Restaurant Group. We've got Lewin on the floor that's standing by with one of their partners, Nick Bahakis. Lewin, over to you.
What's up, guys? I am here with good friend, also a partner of PRG, that's Bahakis Restaurant Group. And Bahakis Restaurant Group is actually our title sponsor this year for Magic City Games. And I just wanted to introduce you guys to Nick, right? He's one of the partners here. And I tell you, something about PRG that I love is anytime I come up to you, Nick, and I have a request, a need to run an event, whether it's small, large, fine dining, whatever it is, even if it's something you guys never done, you've never told me no, right? And I always say, it's just something about it, right? You always want to step up and provide a great experience. What is it, what's the mantra there for you?
What is it about giving back to the community or you in general?
No.
Well, I think it's twofold. One, we love doing things within the community. It's one of the most important things. Being kind and decent and giving back to our community is, paramount in general. And then specifically to you guys, when you and I realized that we shared those same values, I said to myself a long time ago, I'm never going to tell you no.
I appreciate that so much, Nick. And you guys you've brought the food here tonight, right? And we want to do a quick community challenge because we're going to do a giveaway, right, Nick? We're going to do a giveaway. So we are looking for 4 of Pivot's finest, and we have them right here. Go ahead and step on board, guys. Welcome them in. Welcome them in. All right. So here's how it's going to work, right? We're going to do a challenge where it'll be a dead hang challenge. We've got 4 of you. The last 2 that stays hanging will win a gift card to any of the Bacchus restaurant groups. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? You guys have any questions? All right, let's get you to the stations. Let's go to the pull-up bars. All right, who's got a clock that they can start for me? Because I'd love to know what the time is ultimately, right? But remember, when the first one drops, there's going to be best 2 out of 3 left. So the 2 out of 4 people are going to win this gift card. Athletes, are you ready? Who's got a clock? Here we go, guys. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Dead hang challenge. Give it up for them, guys. They're going for not 1, but 2 gift cards. I think these guys might stay a while. I don't know. Maybe this was a bad choice. We're going to be here, and this event might run a little longer, but I think they can hang on. Let's see what happens at the 30-second mark. Who's going to hang tough? Woo. What's your name, sir?
Jared Herrington.
Jared. Guys, give it up for Jared. Jeff Richardson, give it up for Jeff. Agnes, guys, Agnes. And yourself?
Taylor Gerard.
Taylor is hanging on. Who's gonna hang tough? I'm excited. I have no idea. We're 45 seconds in right now, guys. Who's gonna make it to 1 minute? Who's gonna make it to 1 minute? Agnes, Taylor, Jeff. Man, I'm really impressed. 1 minute mark here's coming up. 1:05, everybody, 1:05. They're hanging tough.
Lewin, when you're done, look at that camera behind you to send it to commercial.
They are hanging tough. The official clock is 1:20 right now, 1:20. Ooh, all right. Remember, it's 2, the last 2 that is standing or hanging. The last 2. Mike, this one? This camera? Last 2. Oh, the girls win. Give it up for the girls. Nick, ladies, see Nick for your gift cards. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
25.2 of the Magic City Games Qualifier is presented by Boulder Athlete. 25.2 has 3 scores, A, B, and C. On an 18-minute running clock, score A is a 4-minute AMRAP of 40 pull-ups, 20 chest-to-bar pull-ups, and 10 bar muscle-ups. After completing your 10th bar muscle-up, you'll return to the pull-ups and continue the sequence until the clock reaches 4 minutes. Once the clock reaches 4 minutes, you may begin Part B of 25.2. Part B is a 6-minute AMRAP of 3 cleans, 3 front squats, and 3 shoulder to overhead. You will continue in the same fashion until the clock reaches the 10-minute mark. Once the clock hits 10 minutes, Part C of 25.2 will begin. From minute 10 to 18, you will have 8 minutes to build to a heavy complex of 1 clean, 1 front squat, and 1 shoulder to overhead.
What do you say, Pivot Fitness? The stage has been set for 25.2, It is time to get to the action. Athletes ready? Judges ready? Here we go. We're going to put 10 seconds on that clock. 10 seconds on the clock. We're about to get kicked off with 25.2. In 3, 2, 1, underway. 4 minutes starts now.
Man, oh man, check this out, guys. Micah, I'm excited about this three-piece here.
Man, I love a good three-piece, especially from KFC. Come on, somebody.
Man, little three-piece and a Coke. These guys are working through their pull-ups, and they've got 40 of them. Check them out. They chose butterfly right away. Butterfly right away.
Look, one thing I know about Jason from seeing him many times at the games, let me tell you, this guy is a magician when it comes to that pull-up bar. So I'm excited to see what he does.
Man, shout out to Jess. She said yes just a few days ago, and incredible athlete over there in her own right.
Yeah, man. Look, we're all super bummed. Abby couldn't join us, had an unfortunate injury, but really incredible that Jess just popped up here and she said, "Absolutely, I'll do it against a 5-time CrossFit Games champ. I don't care."
Butterflies are going. 40 pull-ups, 20 chest to bars next. Let's see what happens with these bar muscle-ups. These guys have a 4-minute window. 4-minute window to get as many reps as they can.
Brett, what are we seeing out there?
I think it's important to note that Jason looked to go sets of 10. So being a little bit, I wouldn't say conscious. He's a mathematician out here. Many people don't know this, but Jason was a professional poker player for 2 years. So using that poker skill, using smart sets in the early part of this AMRAP, and already into the chest to bars.
Incredible.
I didn't know that.
Man, we are 130 down, and this is where I tested this. Where it starts to set in for these athletes is once you get into the bar muscle-ups. Everything feels really good up until that point, and then it starts to kick in.
Incredible.
Coming up on about 2 minutes, Jess working through those chest to bars too, kind of using that same system as Jason, being smart through the first 2 minutes.
Over halfway point now.
Jason moving on to those bar muscle ups right now.
Wow. Man, those look effortless.
Looking smooth. And there's Jess. So Jess pacing Jason right now. A little bit different technique. You can see the skill there. But neck and neck right now at the 2.5 minute mark.
Brett, can we check to see if Jason has a wire on a harness or anything like that? He's popping up.
Yeah, I think there's like a string, like like Geppetto style, right? Like a little Pinocchio going up there. He does look so effortless. And if you notice one thing about Jason, every single movement looks perfect.
It looks the same.
They do.
Yeah.
Coming up on 1 minute. 1 minute coming up, guys.
Jason starting his second round.
Starting that second round at that 3 minute mark. So if you're keeping score at home, you can kind of track your progress through Jason's.
So based on our testing, we saw 2 rounds for the guys was where you kind of had to be. And I'm curious to see how Jason does. Doesn't look like he's going to have any problems getting there. Not sure exactly what number chest to bar he's on here, but curious to see if he can get through these bar muscle ups.
He's got 30 seconds to do so right now. So chalking up. Jess staying on the bar as well and just making sure you're getting back to the bar. Smart
wow,
rest.
impressive as
Let's
Jess,
go, Jess.
man. Look at that.
$15 seconds, 10 seconds. Your AMRAP ends.
Let's go, athletes.
3, 2, 1, and now we're to the barbell. Woo! Let's go.
3 cleans, 3 front squats, 3 shoulder to overhead, Brett, at 115.75.
Like you said, it's unbroken or smart rest.
Wow.
But we got 6 minutes here, so.
Jason opting for the singles. Jess opting for the touch and go. Let's see if it pays off. It's a bold strategy.
He hangs on to it right into the shoulder overhead. So does Jess. Nice.
We're 1 down. We're 1 down.
Wonder if they keep up that 1-1-1 3-3.
And anybody that's performed Macho Man, there's always those certain points where you're like, I know I can break, and I know I have to go unbroken. So Jason opting to keep singles to the cleans, going unbroken through the squats and the shoulder overhead, where Jess is just sending it out here.
So it looks like we've completed 2 rounds here. Does that sound about accurate, Brett?
Yes, 2 rounds for Jason right now. Jess moving into that 3rd round as well.
Yeah, both athletes efficient enough in their barbell cycling to be able to keep up with the push jerk option.
You know, Jason is one of the best thrusters in the world. So, you know, you just break it up, a little front squat, a little shoulder overhead. It's, you know, nothing but a peanut.
Jess is continuing to move this barbell and stay on it. So right now, we're looking at around 30 seconds around for them.
Man, I'm excited to see what these guys and girls end up coming out here. Really, Brett, how are their legs going to feel going into that next part? That's where we start thinking now, because we got about 4 more minutes here before we move on.
Well, if you ever done previous qualifiers, there's that jello period, you know, when you come off that AMRAP, you think you're good, and the next thing you know, the barbell shoots out your head like you've been shot. That might be what we see here in a moment with all the pull-ups, too.
Little over 2 minutes in, 4 left.
Almost through round. Almost to round number 5 for Jason.
Loving the strategy so far. The 1-1-1-3-3 has been the play so far, Micah.
Yeah, really curious to see potentially what some other athletes, how they may approach this, because I think if barbell cycling is your thing, I think there's going to be a big separator here for guys that can go, you know, most of the way unbroken, maybe taking 1 break on that last clean and then doing the rest unbroken.
Yep, that's right.
Kind of like that DT approach almost.
Definitely a DT approach here.
We're halfway now, 3 minutes down, 3 minutes ago, 6 rounds down for Jason. So keep on that 30-second pace. Now, Micah, we know you tested this.
Yeah, 10
lot.
rounds seemed to be where the testing people were, and we have some outliers on that, and so curious to see if these guys and girls are going to hold true to that.
Well, they are keeping above that pace right now.
Well, we have a great environment, Brett.
Pivot Fitness is lit. Ain't that right, Pivot Fitness? Coming up on 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 20 seconds.
Man, who doesn't want to see someone hit some big weights here in about 2 minutes, Brett?
Oh,
I know, these athletes are holding back and just saving that last bit.
I'm getting excited.
It's like a big appetizer. We get to go straight to dessert.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
You know, so Jess hanging in there strong on her bar. 2 minutes, athletes, 2 minutes.
Both these athletes still looking fresh on their squats, man. Very impressive.
You can always tell when an athlete slows down. It typically happens through the middle of the squat, and both these guys and girls really just good speed.
Still got great speed coming out of the hole.
Jess looking really strong there with her front squats. Good positioning as well.
Jess is looking very calm.
Yeah.
Through the
Very calm.
Very calm with 90 seconds left. Really, really impressive.
I think one of our keys to success was patience pulls PR, and I think you got to be calm to be patient. You know, am I right?
Yeah, no Jack 3D here.
Yeah.
Like, keep the heart rate down just a little bit.
Yeah, I would still be under the pull-up bar.
Yeah,
personally. I'd just start making my first round attempts.
I would be glued to it. We're coming up on 60 seconds. Let's go, Pivot. Final minute of this AMRAP. Ending round number 10. So your outliers outlied. 40 seconds.
Knocking on 100 reps here, huh?
I'm really interested to see Jess's scorecard versus Jason's though right now.
Everyone wants to see Jess's scorecard.
Everybody wants to see. 30 seconds.
Let's go. They're pushing. Let's go.
Let's root them on. for 20 more seconds, Pivot Fitness. The community is in the house for 15 seconds.
15 seconds here.
Coming up on 10. And then we're going to move into those weights, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big round of applause.
Come on.
13 plus 4.
Wow. Wow.
Excuse me, 11 plus 4. 11 plus 4.
Wow.
Now the workout isn't over, especially for all you viewers at home. They've got an 8-minute clock, so it is ticking. It officially ends at 18.
Guys.
Brett, do we know what Jess got?
12 rounds. 12 rounds. Can we hear
Let's go, Jess!
For Jess. I mean,
Let's go.
She looked like 12 rounds.
She looked like 18, I'm
She
going to
did.
be honest.
She did.
Wow.
So smooth, so comfortable. Both athletes really showing what this is going to be about for the guys that want to do well here.
Brett, can you help us out? I'm a little slow at math here. Can you let us know what we got on the bar?
That looked like 185 pounds there, and that looked like $135. So first attempts, like we said, how many attempts does it take to, eat the whole cookie?
Yeah, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Pop? I've never found out.
I don't know, I always bite it.
So these guys have already used a minute of their time. So, because this guy's, at home, this is a running clock, meaning they don't get 8 minutes after they've rested. This is, it's right into it. It's an 18-minute running clock. So these guys at 11:23 and counting, and only have until the 18-minute mark.
First attempt is going down right now. So Jess is going to be the first one, the barbell there at 90 seconds.
Let's see how many attempts here. Opening up strong is Jess. First attempt. Successful. Was that 135?
It is. It doesn't look like she did a bunch of pull-ups and 12 rounds of DT before. Even more impressive. Also, I think always knocking out that first one is crucially important after something like this, right? You got to know, okay, I do got my legs back under me. My arms are actually functional and working. Let's do some work now. 6 minutes left to go.
All right, looks like Jason's creeping up through that barbell like a lion stalking his prey right now.
Rawr.
Just
That just
creeping
happened
up through the
on live
Serengeti.
television.
Let's hear it, Pivot Fitness.
Power.
185 pound. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That was a joke. That was.
All right. He's toying with his prey right now.
He just needed to remember it was a barbell.
Little power option.
150 pounds now on the barbell for Jess. Looks like
now we're talking.
She's locking and loading that belt.
225 goes on Jason's bar.
150 pounds.
Let's go. Get up, get up.
Move into the squat clean now.
Oh, pivot. Here we go.
Fitting.
Micah, this is getting exciting.
Oh, I can't wait, because everyone knows they saved that last little bit.
That last
for those
push.
last few seconds. And Jason Grubb looking like he's about to attempt.
225 on the barbell for Jason Grubb. Still going with that push.
Still powering.
Coming
Still
up on 4
circuit.
minutes.
Pit crew teams doing a great job swapping over. For those at home, that's 5-5, I believe. 2-5-5.
All right, halfway now. 4 minutes down, 4 minutes left to go.
Interested to see, especially Jason, what he ends up putting on the bar. He's got a listed clean and jerk PR at 300 pounds from Legends, actually, in 2023. So we're going to see if this is where Legends are made, Brett.
Oh,
It's the Magic City Qualifier where Legends are made.
I'm in a 255 jump off right now.
Does Pivot want to see a show or what?
Yes.
Hell yeah, we do.
255 on the bar for Jason.
Oh, we're giving
160 on the bar for Jess.
We're giving the proverbial nod. It's I think it's age
All
over
right,
beauty.
255. Here we
Here
go.
we go. 255. Maybe we get a little pick up there, pivot. Clean is good. Front squat. Just a technician.
He finally pulls out the split.
Keeping that time under tension down. That bar cycling just looking so good from Jason right now. 160 for Jess.
Let's go. Get up.
Oh, clean is good.
Get up.
Oh! Oh! And looking good in those Magic City Games Qualifier shirts. I'll tell you that, too.
They look sick. Thank you, Blackout Barbell. Shameless plug. Go shop Blackout Barbell. Blackoutbarbell.shop. You can buy yours today.
Coming
Who
up.
thinks that they got one more attempt left? Yeah, one more, says Jason. They got 2-minute clock coming up.
Jason sitting at 275. He's starting to test that Legends PR water with the complex.
Impressive attempt there.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I mean, post all of that work.
Yeah,
all
to
that
still be able to
volume.
get that
Yes.
close to a PR is
Yes.
is truly incredible.
More than 10 rounds in Part B.
Yeah, I mean, and really, he's showing us why he's a 5-time reigning CrossFit Games champion.
That's
I mean,
right.
look, these are just things. These are champ things. These are things champions do. They just rise to the occasion consistently. It's what separates, the average, the good, from the best.
I've seen Jason a few times now. He's a man about moments.
Yeah.
He picks his moments.
That's right.
He attacks what he can. And he does that with his Boulder athletes as well.
No doubt.
1 minute, 15 seconds. We got 165 for Jess, 275 for Jason. Looks like last attempts coming up.
Wow.
And
As
pivot's
they
going to
say.
get crazy. 1 minute.
All right, here we go, guys. Energy is up. 50 seconds left.
Stepping to the barbell is Jason Grubb. Let's hear it pivot. 275. Clean is good. Front squat. Resetting good at 275.
Great, look. Happy with that is Jason
Happy
Grubb.
about that. Jess to the barbell, 165.
Here we go,
20
Jess.
seconds. Let's hear it pivot.
You're up, you're up, you're up.
Oh! We're off to the races. Yes! That'll do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done.
Unbelievable.
What a night.
I mean, that's the stuff that
amazing.
qualifiers pull out of you. People ask, well, why should I do it? I just did the open. I just did this. Because of this. Because of these moments that you just can't get anywhere else. We do it because it's worth showing up for. That was incredible, Lewin.
This whole build up the whole week was worth that moment right there. That moment.
Unbelievable, man. Well, look, I know it's easy to say, okay, the lifts were the favorite part. Just curious, what was your favorite moment in there?
Well, it is easy for me. Obviously, the Olympic coach in me is going to say that. But I will just say what was magical, because if I were in their position, I know that I needed every ounce of voice and clap to give me that
No doubt.
energy. And that's exactly what these people fed them.
Absolutely.
And seeing that was really magical to me.
Well, we're going to send it to a short commercial, but don't go anywhere because we're going to hear from the 5-time champ, Jason Grubb, and the most professional mom, Jess, right after this message from Hydra Live and Boulder Athlete.
You train, you push, but real hard work, it requires real recovery. Because if you're not recovering, you're falling behind. See, the best don't just train hard, they recover harder. With recovery for athletes that refuse to break, Hydra Live keeps you ready for what's next. They say performance has an expiration date. But what if they're wrong? No matter where you start, the goal's the same: to be better, stronger, wiser, bolder. We're here for the relentless, those that don't back down, don't compromise, and don't quit. This is training for Masters athletes by Masters athletes, with a community that holds you steady. So say goodbye to random workouts, because whether you're stepping into following a program for the first time or stepping onto the podium, your journey starts here.
We are back. 2 incredible performances by Jess and Jason. Let's hear it one more time. Pivot. 165 pounds for Jess on the complex, 275 for Jason. Jess, here in front of your home crowd, your husband, your child, how does it feel, the energy for the 25.2 qualifier?
It feels great. It's like Jason said, it's like you can't miss that lift because of the energy. So you can't miss it. Yeah. So it's wonderful, and having my kids and husband are a good reminder of why I got to keep doing this. Yeah, because they're not light.
That's what it's all about here with Magic City. And Jason, you've been on a lot of floors, 5-time champion, all over the place. What does it mean to you to be in front of your home crowd, your home gym, Boulder Athlete, Pivot Fitness, the whole crew?
It's intimate. They are right here. And like Jess said, there was no way I'm missing that lift. No way. Like, not in front of everybody. And it's really nice to be in moments where you're not just so separated from the crowd. They're right here. You feel the energy. And yeah, it adds 10, 20% to your performance every time.
Hitting that 275, 25 pounds on your PR. And that's what it's all about. We want you to feel the energy of the Magic City Games. Get involved, volunteer, teams, registrations coming up. We want to see you there. We thank everybody here from Pivot Fitness, Jason, Jess, and the whole crew here from the Magic City Games. We'll be back soon.
Thanks for joining in. Qualifiers, remember, get those scores in by Wednesday at 6 p.m. Lewin, what can they expect next?
Well, for all the teams out there wondering when they can register, make sure that you follow up with us. Registration will be April 8th. So stay tuned, follow us on all of our social media, and more exciting things to come for Magic City Games 25.
The Magic City Games is brought to you by